What it do, YouTube? It's SS, and I'm back with another video on this one right here. This one right here. Well, this is a team that I thought was kind of really good. I've been using Jellison a lot, and I think that Annihilate is also good. So we're double Ghost here with Ampharos with Trailblaze and Bruce Swing, just because Bolt Switch is already enough for electric move, and plus you're getting boosted, so you could just go straight for the Trailblazers. You guys saw me go for the Trailblazers here. And now they are going to come into a Gavantic limit. I do believe I am at 2 Brutal Swings, so I am going to get 1 off. No, I'm not at 2, but I do make it to another one. This next Volt Switch will KO, but it's okay because we can come back into the Annihilate. But yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Um, I did do these battles on Twitch, so once again, link in the description if you do want to watch them happen in real time, as they do happen. Also, I will be legend pushing tonight at 12 p.m. Central. So if you watch this video today, as it goes up, I will be pushing on Twitch at 12 p.m. Central. So hope to see you guys there. If you guys are there from YouTube, let me know. But now we are gonna go ahead and see that they come into a Pyrath, and I am gonna be able to get a Shadow Ball. I am just gonna go ahead and let this go through, and Icy Wind's gonna come through, but that's fine with me. Now I am gonna go ahead and throw the next Shadow Ball, throwing on good timing, of course. And now they are gonna go ahead. Oh well, they don't even have a shield, so we're just gonna end up winning. I guess I could have threw on bad timing there. I guess it didn't really matter. And I do go 5-0 there. What the heck? I'm confused. I'm not too sure. I think I had the battles mixed up. I might not put. I think something happened when I did something and something happened. I think they all got mixed up. So it's gonna be in different orders, I guess. Apparently, um, I think we got the boost, and then they debuff us. I do double shield there just in case it is the the discharge, just because the discharge will KO from that range. And I go for the Shadow Ball. They let it go through. They come into a Dunsparce, and I, for some reason, throw on bad timing there. I'm not too sure. I get another boost, but I'm just gonna go ahead and let this go down. This is fine. We've already caused a lot of damage. I could just come into my Ampharos and just sack the Ampharos because at this point, Jellicent can just close out, and we could just win with Jellicent. We're gonna be able to make it to move here. I do believe this looks like CMP, or they either top left, either or. I guess it was CMP, and they're just gonna go ahead and let it go through. They're gonna lose with 2 shields, and we're gonna win as we do hop into the next battle. We're gonna see Annihilate into Pelipper, and this is really bad. So I am gonna switch out into my Jellicent just because Ampharos is the harder answer. So I am gonna go into my software answer here, and they're staying in, which is actually good for me, but bad for me at the same time. And they didn't even build up to the hurricane. I think now they did. But the first time they didn't build up to the hurricane, so I didn't shield the hurricane. They swap out into a Quagsire, and Quagsire is kind of like my enemy. I don't really like Quagsire. So spammy. It's really bad. But they end up aqua telling me here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw surf here. If I can make it to another move, throwing on bad timing, or if I can make it to just go ahead and throw the move. But they do make it to the move. Well, they throw right before I do make it to the move, which is fine with me. And I can come into my annihilate, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take every move here. Not really too sweating about it. They are gonna switch out into Jellicent, and since it was the one turn swap. I do throw in their fourth in the middle of their fourth X, and then I am gonna switch out, and then just gonna go ahead and get this Volt Switch snipe because I guess they were trying to go for Shadow Ball, and obviously the move registers before return. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the move registers first before they get to the throw their move. So unfortunate for them, they're gonna end up losing that. And as we do see a bad lead, uh, this is a Sableye up against our Annihilate, and I'm just staying in as you guys can see because well, we are double ghosts. We don't really have an answer to the Sableye, so I am going to go ahead and let this go through. We do live barely, and now I'm gonna come into my Ampharos and start just building up extra energy here. They throw in bad timing, giving me a free move, which is really good, and then they go for the return. Then they swap out into Steelix, and this is really bad. Probably should have threw a move before I swapped down, but they do have breaking swipe. They don't get the attack fall. I'm gonna go ahead and throw 4 bubbles and then throw the surf uh, on the cap tie, bap tie, CMP tie. And then they're gonna go ahead and throw another breaking swipe. Unfortunate for them, they don't get the attack fall. I do go ahead and do the same move again since they're locked. They can't catch. We go ahead and do 4 bubbles and then throw on CMP. They come into the stable eye at this point. I'm just gonna try to knock it out. They then I'm gonna go ahead and combo play as they do shield it. This time they go ahead and let it go through. I'm just gonna go for the Trailblaze here. Um, Start ramping up those volt switches. As you guys can see, 2 more volt switches was enough to KO, and we're gonna be able to take that game. As we do go ahead and hop into the next battle, we're gonna see Blastoise up against our Annihilate, and well, this is actually really good for the Annihilate. To be honest, I feel like a lot of leads are really good, and we boost again. So a lot of boosts. I got a lot of boosts. If you guys enjoy seeing boost, give the video a like, and a subscribe if you haven't already. As like I like to say, we are up to 105. We are at 105 subscribers right now. So if we can continue making that a little bit higher, as they do come, as I do let it go through. Now I'm going to come into my Jellicent. My Jellicent is going to be able to tank the move here. They are going to come into a Ninetales, which is okay. I'm going to go ahead and go straight for the Shadow Ball. Don't expect them to shield, and they don't shield, which is fine with me. I'm going to be able to make it to a Surf here. They're not throwing energy, which is pretty weird. I'm gonna go ahead and try to catch here. Sack the Annihilate, use it as a third shield, and we're going to be able to KO this Ninetales here. Hello, the Ninetales. They're gonna come back into the Blastoise, and unfortunately for Blastoise, I saw that they quit out, so I'm just not gonna throw the move. Just gonna go straight for the bubble down, and we're gonna be able to take that game. As we do hop into the next battle, we're gonna see another bad lead, Mandy Buzz, and unfortunately for me, I am not running Ice Punch, so can't really do too much to this Mandy Buzz. As they do hit us for super effective with the aerial ace, I'm gonna go straight for the Shadow Ball, as Shadow Ball does do more damage than the Night Slash. I could go for Night Slash, trying to get a potential boost, but at this point, I am gonna go shield. I am going to go ahead and shield. Try to catch here, and let's see. Did we catch the aerial ace? No, we caught a dark pulse. Unfortunate for me. I think I was supposed to do two. I forgot. I was supposed to do 2 counters and then try to catch. So they were able to react fast enough, and when they swap into the Steelers, I was able actually to CMP them. So that was actually pretty good for me. Gonna go ahead and let that go through. They they are gonna outpace me now. I was hoping that it was going to be enough to KO, and this one's running breaking swipe, which is very interesting. So once again, like how I always played the Steelix matchup, I'm gonna go ahead and do 4 bubbles and then throw the move on CMP as they do get to the breaking swipe, and this time they do get the attack fall. I'm gonna go straight for the shadow ball here, hoping my clock is up. Clock is up. I'm gonna go for the night slash here, expecting them to shield at this point, and they do shield. I'm gonna go ahead and shield as well. I'm gonna try to make it to the shadow ball here, and I do believe we do make it to the shadow ball. This is gonna be enough to KO. Night slash, of course, wouldn't KO because it's resisted. Now I have to make it to the move before they make it to the move, but unfortunately for me, I don't make it to the move, and they're gonna be able to KO me, and we're gonna end up losing that game. As we do happen to the next battle, we're gonna see Steelix into Annihilate, and they are going to swap out this time. I am going to stay in just because I do have a better, harder answer to the Steelix in the back as Jellicent. And now just going to try to make sure not to throw on CMP because or Captai Baptai just because that would be the worst thing. At this point, I see that I could probably potentially now just farm down completely, come out with a lot of energy. Yes, we are down 2 shields, but we are going to go ahead and start getting these shields here, or they're just going to go ahead and let it go through. This time we do get the shield. I'm trying to make it to another move here, and I tried to CMP them, Baptide, Captai, and I do believe we did get the cap tie, so this is really good for me. So now this time I am gonna go ahead and let it. Well, I'm gonna have to let it go through. I'm gonna come into my Ampharos. Ampharos is going to bring out the Steelix. Steelix is gonna come in. I'm gonna come into my Jellison. Jellison is gonna get hit with a crunch, and this is looking okay. Need to make sure that I see, and this time I don't do foreign throw, just because I think I was at two, but I wasn't at two, and now I am gonna throw him bad timing here. Maybe I could have made it to another move. Oh, they don't even have a shield. I don't know what I was talking about. I thought they had a shield, so okay, whatever. Now we're gonna go ahead and see Annihilate into a Unova Stunfisk. They're gonna switch out to a Rapidash. I'm gonna switch out into my Jones. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this go through. This they flame charge. Make sure to do 3 bubbles for their 2 incinerates. 9 turns versus 10 turns. So make sure to give them only 1 free turn of energy, which is throwing on very good timing. If you guys want me to make a video on good timing, let me know in the comments and I will try to make a video. I was actually just thinking about doing it anyways. I was gonna do it as like a little series, like start out with the one turn moves and show you in each every single scenario, and then the second video will be a part two for like 2 turn moves, and then we'll keep doing a series like that. As we do see, then switch on to Crackalore. Let me know in the comments though if you think that's a good idea. And I am gonna go ahead and shield this, even though it's probably gonna be the disarming voice, but they do go for the crunch, which kind of makes sense because they're trying to get the defense fall. And I'm gonna try to make a catch here, and I do successfully make a catch. I'm gonna get hit with a crunch, lower attack defense, or I mean, they're gonna go ahead and lower our defense. Gonna make it to a brutal swing. It's gonna be enough to KO the Unova Stumpfist. And we're gonna be able to take that game as we do hop into the next battle. We're gonna see Ferrothorn up against the Annihilate. They're gonna switch out into Charizard. I'm gonna switch out into my Jellicent, and Jellicent is just a super hard wall here. Even though it's the blast burn will hurt, I'm gonna go ahead and shield it just because if it is this blast burn, I'm gonna be able to take one here now. And I didn't want them to bait me, so that's the reason I did that. Because you guys can see now I'm in pretty much in Dragon Claw range. They're gonna come into a Firethorn. I'm gonna make sure to throw the move. They are gonna sneak just because we are a 3 turn versus 3 turn, so we're the same move every time you guys are the same move. You're gonna be able to sneak in as long as you don't CMP tie, don't bat tie them and stuff like that. You're gonna be able to sneak and move in. They're gonna be able to sneak and move in. The only time you can optimize moves is when it's different turn moves. And now they're gonna come into a carbink, and this is looking kind of tricky. I am gonna go for the shadow ball now. I'm gonna switch out into my um, Ampharos. At this point, they realize the game is over, and we're gonna be able to take the game since we do have a shield up. And now we're gonna go ahead and see Swampert in the lead up against our Annihilate. And this is actually, I thought Annihilate won CMP, the Baptide, the Captide, but apparently your boy Swampert does. No, I don't know. I think it might be IV dependent. It could probably be IV dependent. So at this point, I know they're gonna outpace me because they get to the move 5-4. Just gonna go ahead and shield, double shield, farm down. Once again, double shield, farm down. I know it looks very scary, but they come into a car bank, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the shadow ball. Not expecting the shield, but if we get the shield, then we get the shield. And I don't think this was the Moonblast, and it wasn't the Moonblast. So now I am going to be able to make it to a Shadow Ball here. I think I tried to cap tie them, but they didn't go for the baptize. So now I am going to bank a Shadow Ball here, switch out into my Jellicent. Gonna get hit with a Moonblast, but that's very fine with me. Oh, but they go for the Rock Slide. They're gonna come into a Tropius, and I probably shouldn't have swapped out. This is looking really tricky now. How do I win this game? Um, should have guessed there was a grass in the back. Now I'm gonna come into my Ampharos. I'm gonna force them to throw energy. And let's see, they do throw a little bit of some energy, and it's the aerial ace. Oh my gosh, trainer, that is the wrong move. And now I'm gonna throw the brutal swing here. It's gonna do some okay damage. I'm gonna make it to another brutal swing here. And now at this point, I'm gonna try to. Oh, they end up throwing, which is really good for me. I think they could have farmed me down, but I guess they thought they couldn't. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the shadow ball, expect them to swap out into the carbink. Oh no, the car bank went down. I didn't even see when the car bank went down. But yep. If you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. As we do get a car bank, make sure to build your guys' car bank. If you guys do not have a good car bank, you can trade with a best friend to get a very good rank. Or from trading with best friends. So yeah, a little useful tip if you guys didn't know. I will see you guys on the next video.